I distribute with a review of the Luka 5s. Uh, this only has the Luka logo on it. This isn't a Luka. Lukas are low to the ground, hard, zero cushioning, narrow forefoot, iso plate, pinches and chews and shreds and tries to destroy your pinky toe. No, no iso plate. First of all, for size 10, it weighs about 460 grams, but not exactly lightweight, but it doesn't feel that heavy. All the weight is mostly in the heel. The heel cushioning is super beefy. Does that mean it's elevated on the forefoot? No, the forefoot is super low to the ground, but you can feel the Zoom Air and the Cushion 3.0 working in tandem perfectly in perfect harmony. The heel cushioning is so good. The Zoom Strobel is super beefy, and the insole, it's got this convex, concave shape to try and maintain stability and lockdown with the Zoom Strobel. But this Zoom Strobel does not have exposed plastic Zoom. It is covered with a fabric, so you could put any other insole here without having to worry about the insole sliding all over the place. But still, they did this. So it's great. And this is a very soft insole. It's like Ortholite 3.0, super spongy, and it's very thick. The thing is, this cushioning is so substantial. The Zoom is so vibrant and thick, and the Cushion 3.0 is so absorbent and nice. You could just put in any paper thin insole and really enjoy this shoe. This is the best full-length Zoom Air Strobel setup in a basketball shoe in the history of Nike, in my opinion. Fit-wise, it's still just as narrow as like the previous Lukas, so I would advise going half a size up at least, but it doesn't have the isoplate that eats up your pinky toe butt, so it's slightly more forgiving. But still, if you have a really narrow foot and you had Lukas that fit fine true to size for yourself, you can do that with this one too. But for anyone else, at least half a size up or a full size up. It's pretty narrow. There's still a bit of a dead space on the toe box area, but here's the thing. The lace loop locking system, it's unbelievable. They pull out, they when you try and lock them in, they slide out buttery, smooth, like it's been oiled for 1,000,000 years. But at the same time, as you let go, it locks in place. So it's not rocket science, but they did put in some consideration to make sure that lockdown and convenient is there. So great job. Padding, nice all around. There's 2 layers, an inner booty, thick inner booty, and an outer layer, kind of like the Luka ones, but it does not hinder you in any way. There's no pinching sensation anywhere. Lockdown is great again, but the heel cup, heel slip, I think some people, depending on the size of your fit, you might feel a little bit, especially because it's so beefy and cushiony and bouncy on the heel. It's very elevated the heel. On the forefoot is super low to the ground, but still you can feel the cushioning. So there's a great heel to toe offset, which is something really praiseworthy. You don't get a lot of those in modern basketball shoes. They always try to make the forefoot beefy and heel there's nothing there, and it's sagging in the heel, and it's going to kill your Achilles heel. That's why you see so many NBA players getting their Achilles heels ruptured because of the stupid settings. So it seems like they are taking note of what should be done properly. Does not have an ISO plate, but they have what they call an ISO strap, ISO band. It's nothing spectacular, but it's not hindering anything that your foot does in terms of movement, and it provides very good torsional rigidity. And the base and the midsole part on the lateral side, it's very secure. It provides really great anti-ankle rollover setting. Traction is awesome. Basic herringbone, but thick, beefy, large, deep, and pronounced. It's kind of like the Jordan 38s, but better, thicker, more durable, not dust sensitive at all. This is for fashion, but I think they could have done without it. This is just a waste. But I guess some people like that fashion statement, but it's not. It doesn't hinder the performance too much, so it's not really important. So yeah, traction's great. Breathability, it's not as stuffy as some of the previous Luka models. I think this is more breathable among some of the models that's been out there. The cushioning, it's so beefy. There's a problem. The heel shock absorption is great, but because it's soft all around, Normally I complain about shoes like Kobe 9s where it's so angular that you're feeling the tadak and you're feeling that teeth bone shaking sensation. This so soft, but too soft. While it's a bit elevated, but it's too soft. So what happens is when you're landing on certain parts of your heel, you might feel like it's getting scrunched a bit too much and you might feel a bit of an instability. So I would advise not going with the insole. This is so nice, but using it on some other shoes that need some cushioning. Without this shoe, just a paper thin insole, you can have slightly better stability here, although the cushioning is still beefy. Yeah, the cushioning is out of this world. Nike can do this so well. You don't need stupid Zoom X like the Jordan 40s and make it a ton heavier. This is so much better than the Jordan 40 Zoom X Zoom Strobel setup. This is the best cushioned Nike Zoom Strobel shoe ever. The price point is also pretty decent, only about like slightly over $100. So that's nice, because usually when they try to say things like, oh, we put a Zoom Strobel and a Cushionline 3.0, they got jack up the price to like $200 or something. So that's great. And I love that this colorway. I think I particularly love this colorway because of this 3M reflective material and the which is reminiscent of the Jordan 5. One of the most prominent Jordan series features is the Jumpman logo and the Jordan 5 and the 3M logo, 3M tongue, which is something you see in the Kaede Rukawa, one of the main characters in Slam Dunk, always had that thing. And this infrared, which is a color we don't see a lot of, but it is the color of the shoe for Jordan 6, which has this black and infrared colorway going on, and people wonder if is it red, is it orange? And this is also that shoe is also the main shoe for the main character in Slam Dunk, Sakura Yanamichi. And yeah, so that's a nice little nod. I don't know if it's intended, but it is great. So slightly on the heavy side, but not terribly. Cushioning is crazy, with some instability on the heel if you're kind of pivoting around your heel a lot, but usually you're on your ball of your foot. So yeah, offset great, cushioning incredible, traction good, almost flawless.